You also. Yes, good morning, all of you. Yesterday we were discussing about what is the use of global keyword, and now today we will discuss that what happens if we are passing mutable or immutable type of information. Now see, you will be getting different answers or different changes. Actually, you must know that because in Python we have both the flexibility. We have mutable type of information as well as we have immutable type of information. So how or what type of impact they will be having when we are going to create it. Now see, the very first thing is mutable and immutable. Two things are given over here. Means just as your reminder, the very first thing is Python variables are not storage container, rather they are like a memory references. See, in other languages we used to say that the variables are storage container, means inside the variable only we are storing the value part. But here when we talk about Python variables, we never store the value. Instead of that, we store the reference. Reference means the address of the value which you wanted to store. Okay, and then the second point is depending upon the mutability oblique immutability of its data type, a variable behaves differently. Now see, if the variable is mutable, then then its behavior will be different, and if it is immutable, then again its behavior is different. Now what is the meaning of that? One example is given over here. See, we have discussed this already in last year, but still it is given again. For example, if I write something like this, list of 1 is equal to 1 comma 3. First of all, what about list? List are mutable or immutable? Any one of you?
Mutable.
It is mutable in nature. Fine. So it means we can change the values in the list. So if I'm writing something like this, list 1 is equal to 1 comma 3. So in the memory already the numbers are stored, and its reference means its address, will be stored in the list. So ultimately what you have to understand that list 1 means, suppose list 1 is the variable which is going to have two different references. At 0 index, it will be having reference of first value, that is 1, because at 0 index, 1 value is stored. Okay, and this is your 1 index. So at 1 index, 3 values stored. So at 1 index, you will be having a reference of third value, means this 148248. This will be stored in this. Okay, and when we talk about any simple variables, again number is stored. Number means again it is immutable in nature. This time it is immutable. So if I'm writing like this, so it is again going to have the reference. Okay, try to understand what they wanted to represent over here. In other language, we used to say something like this, that in var1 only this one is stored. But in Python, we cannot say like this. We are saying it is only having the reference. It means 148216 will be stored. Here it is given also that 148216. Okay, so this is what you have to keep in your mind. Now, one example is given that if I write var1 is equal to var1 minus 1. Now, anyone, what will happen with this if I'm going to write like this? Anyone, what will happen over here if I'm writing like this?
It will subtract the value of variable 1 with 1.
Okay, it will subtract a value 1 to 0. But here in terms of memory, what change will occur?
Its ID.
Repeat again.
Its address will be changed.
When variable 1 will become 0 and its address will change.
It will start pointing to this location. And instead of pointing to this location, now it will start pointing to 0 location. That's it. Okay, similarly, if I'm writing list 1 of 0 is equal to 3, it means here also I'm going to store 3. Then what will happen? Instead of pointing to this 1, this will also start pointing to 3. Okay, this link will be deactivated or this link will be removed. So this is what they have shown now. Okay, if I'm writing like this, var1, instead of pointing to 1, now it will start pointing to 0 location. Similarly, list 1, now both these are pointing to 3 location. I hope this is clear to all of you that how in the memory We are not changing the value part. We are only changing the references, nothing else. Fine. Okay. Now, the very first example. Today we are going to discuss 3-4 examples. Like if we are passing mutable type, if we are passing immutable type, then what difference will be there in the memory? Okay. So this is the first question, first example basically. Mutability, immutability, it is given over here, passing immutable type. Immutable type means which you cannot change. Okay, if you are passing immutable type. Anyone? First, you only try to think. I'm giving you 2 minutes. You only think and you let me know what will be the answer. Better is to type the answer. Then we will discuss all these step by step. But better is that you type this answer one time. Only one student has given the answer. And better you have to see how many print statements are there, no? So you have to write on the basis of that.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, instead of writing statements, we can write line numbers.
नहीं, line number नहीं. Ultimately, you have to tell the values. जैसे print function is there, no? Calling fun1 by passing num1 with the value num. So only you write num value of num. जैसे 3 value is there. Then we are passing. Then again only the value part you have to write, nothing else. Wherever num is written, you have to write the value of num. Wherever a is written, you have to write the value of a, nothing else. In the same sequence. जैसे 5533 या 3355, something like that. For example, 2 times we are printing num value, 2 times we are printing a value. So ultimately 4 answers has to be there. Okay, think on the basis of that. Total 4 values are there. So think on the basis of that. Why students are late today? Okay, only Vivina has given answer. Remaining nobody is getting. See, we will discuss now. See, here it is. We will start with the top level statements. So value of num is 3 here. Okay. Then we are going to print. So it is going to print 3 value. Fine. Naman has also given answer. Okay. Then we are passing this num and we will be, this 3 value will be pointed by a also. Okay. Then we are going to write inside this. Then we are going to print the value of a. It is again 3. Then what we are doing? We are writing 3 plus 2, that is 5. Value of a changed to 5. Then we are coming back here and then we are going to print the value of num. Now what will be the value? 3 or 5?
3.
3, because it is not going to affect, है ना? It is not going to make any change. So the answer is 3, 3, 5 and 3. Okay, this will be the answer. Now internally how it is going to make change? This is printing mistake. It is 5 over here and here also it is 5. Because ultimately with the 3 we are adding 2 only. So you can make changes in your book also. So it is 3, Sorry, yes, first 3, then 5, and then 3. So these are the 4 values. Now in the memory, how the changes are occurred, so that we have to understand. The very first thing is, first we will see from here, line number 8, we said num is equal to 3. So global environment has been created, and over here num started pointing to 3. Then line number 9, we are printing the value of num, so it is going to print that it is 3. So this line has been executed. Then we are passing num to a, means passing this 3 value to a. So what will happen? You can see local environment is created, and a is also pointing to the same memory location, that is 3. Okay, then what you are doing, you are printing over here. First you are printing this, so this line will be printed as it is. Then you are writing value received in a as, so 3 value will be printed. Now you are doing a is equal to a plus 2. So what you have to understand, because it is immutable type, so a will start pointing to 5. Previously a was pointing to 3, but now you have written a plus 2, so it will start pointing to 5 in the memory. Okay. Now what you have to understand, num is pointing to something different and a is pointing to something different. So any changes if you are making in the local environment will not make any change in the global environment if it is immutable type of information. Again, I'm repeating my statement, if it is immutable type of information. Okay. So after that, now what you are doing? You are printing the value 5, then you are returning back to function 1, and over here again when you are printing num is still pointing to 3 only. So therefore 3 value has been shown over here in the last. When we came back or return back from this function, now this memory is de-allotted and only num is pointing to 3. Okay, this is the first example when we were passing immutable type of information. Now second example, passing mutable type of value to a function. Okay, now this time we are going to pass mutable. We know lists are mutable in nature. Now I'm giving you 2 minutes. Just go through this and let me know. Is that there will be, what will be the answer? Again, you have to write the answers of the value part, nothing else. Yes, Naman has given answer. What about others? Do it fast, beta. Only value part you have to write, remember this thing. Okay, Anshika has also given answer. Okay, we will discuss now. Twinkle has given the answer. Okay, we will discuss all these one by one. Now list of one. So list one is equal to one. Then we are printing this. Okay, so we are going to print one value over here. Then what we are doing, this is mutable type of information. We are going to pass it over here. So ultimately both are going to point to the same location. Fine. Then all these you are writing again my list. Again one value will be printed. Now what you are doing, you are making changes in the 0th index. See, now both are going to make pointing to the same references. So here what you are doing, you are incrementing the value with 2 value. So my list of 0 is going to be incremented and it will become 2 in this particular case. Sorry, it was already 1. So when we will be adding in this 2, so it will become 3 in this particular case. Okay. Then after that, so, and then after that, when we are going to print this, it is going to print 3 value. Now the most important thing is, what about list 1? When you will come back, what about list 1? This will remain 1 only or it will be changed to 3? Let me know this first of all.
It will change, ma'am.
It will change. Why it will change?
Ma'am, because it is mutable type.
Because it is mutable type. Now see what we have to understand that, okay, no doubt it will change. But the thing is we have to understand that how it is actually working. This is the same question we have done previously, but with the immutable type. Now we are having mutable one. Okay, so first of all, you can see it has changed to 3. Then after this, over here, when we said list 1, when we say list 1, so in list 1, see, first of all, global environment has been created and it is pointing to the 0 index, and that 0 index is actually pointing to the 1. Okay. See, this is what you have to understand with respect to the list. It is given here also, list 1 of 0 holds memory address for the value 1. Yani 556 is stored in the 0th index. Then after that, what you have done, same value you are passing to my list also. So both of them are going to point the same reference. It means my list variable is created separately, but internally it is also pointing to the 0 index. Okay. Then after that, what you have done over here, now you are going to make change in the my list of 0 index, and then you are adding 2 with this. So internally what you are doing, now you have to understand over here properly. That internally what you are doing, in my list of 0, you said that the reference should be given for the 3 value. So therefore, both of these are still pointing to the 0 index, and 0 index is now pointing to the 588. Okay, this is what the main thing you have to understand over here. Again, I'm repeating my statement. Both of these are pointing to the 0 index, and 0 index is now pointing to 3. So therefore, now when you will come out from that function, this will be removed, but list 1 is still pointing to the 0 index, and 0 index is now pointing to the 3 value. So therefore, if we have done any change in the local environment, will reflect to the global environment also, or will reflect to the global variable also. Is this is clear? The important thing what you have to understand, if it is a mutable type of information, whether this will be changed or not changed. So answer is yes, it will be changed. It means in the list, if you make any change, will reflect to the list of the global value. Okay, that was the second example. Now we have third example. Now in this only they have done few more plus and minus. Just go through it. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Try to understand this code first, then we will discuss how it is going to work. Let me know the answers if you can give. Yes, Vanshika has given answer. Naman has given answer. Okay, Anshika has also given. Okay, so in this particular case, again the same thing, but in this case, adding and deletion is also done. So we have to discuss that how much change will be reflected and how much it will be not reflected. Fine. So the very first thing is what you have to understand, list one is one. So when you will print list one, it is going to print one. Now here you are giving the same reference to my list. In my list, if you are printing, again it is 1, then append 2, yani 1 comma 2, then here 1 2 5 and 1, because extend is also going to add. Okay, 1 2 5 1, then you are printing my list, so it is going to print 1 2 5 1. Then here you are removing 5, so it will be 1 2 1. So you are printing here 1 2 1. The only question is whether in list 1 the reflect will be shown or not shown. This is the question.
Shown, ma'am.
It will be shown. Okay.
Shown, ma'am.
Okay, so answer is correct. It is going to reflect same work in list 1 also, but the question is how and why. Answer is same as we have discussed in the previous question. Okay, so you can see that 1 to 1 will be shown in both the cases. Now how it is working? First is in list 1 we have stored here 1, this one. So ultimately list 1 is list 1 0, list 1 is going to point the 0 index, and 0 index is going to point to the 1 value. Then later on what we are doing, we are printing this, so 1 value will be printed. This only we are passing to my list. So now local environment. Local environment means you can see over here my list. It is also pointing to the same index number. Then after that append 2. So 1 comma 2 we have added over here. So you can see now what is going on. When we have added here, one more index has been created and which is actually pointing to 2. Then you have used extend function. In extend you are adding 5 comma 1. So what will happen internally? 2 and 3 index is also created. 2 is pointing to 5 and 3 is pointing to 1. Okay. After this, you are printing my list. So it is going to print all these. Then you are removing 5. So what will happen internally? This index will be removed, which was pointing to 5. And now you have 0, 1 and 2 index only. Okay, then after that, what you are doing over here? You are printing my list and you are returning back. So 1 to 1 you have printed and you are returning back. Now you have to see the condition that once you are at this position, once you are returning back means this is removed, but list 1 is still pointing to the complete list. Okay, in which 0, 1 and 2 index, all three are there. So therefore, when you will print list 1, you will be having 1 to 1 again printed in this format. I hope this is clear. Now last question, this one. This I will explain directly to you now. The question is again mutable type, but we are assigning parameter to new value or new variable. In this case, what will happen? they have given one example, list 1 mein they are having 1,4. So when you will print list 1, it will be 1,4. Then you are passing the same list to my list. So it is, both of these are going to point to the same indexes. Then you are printing my list 1,4. Now see, we have done something very different. In new, we have created another list. So it is going to point to 3 and 5. And this we have given to my list. Now what will happen? The link, what list 1 and my list, previously it was same, but now it is different. Now if whatever change you will do in my list will reflect to list 1 or not? Now let me know this thing.
Ma'am, not reflect.
It will not reflect. That is the most important thing you have to keep in your mind, that it will not reflect. Okay. So therefore now if I am doing append I am doing with 3, 5, 6 and then I am printing this. So therefore you can see 3, 5, 6 was there in my list. Okay, in my list first 3, 5 I have stored and then I have stored 6. So 3, 5, 6. But when I came back over here, it is still 1,4 only. 6 is not appended in this because we have changed the reference. Okay, so this is what you have to keep in your mind. First list 1 was pointing to 0, 1 and 0 was pointing to 1 and 4. Then later on, my list 1, both of these were pointing to the same location. But after that, what I have done, I have created new. In new, it started pointing to the other values. So another reference box has been created for this. Then later on, my list started pointing to this. Therefore, whatever changes now will be done with my list will not reflect to the list 1. Okay. So therefore, we have made change in this. We have added 6 value also. So here only you can see this has been incremented. Okay. And references are different now. So once you are back, this complete will be removed, but list 1 is pointing to this 0, 1 and that's over. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beta, with this we have completed chapter number 3 and I'm giving you one question that you are going to do today for the practice. Page number 152. 152 page number, that is type C, and question number 3 will be for your practice, only for the practice, that you have to show it to me in WhatsApp, and question answers of this chapter I'll give you in WhatsApp. Okay, then good day all of you.